welcome to another episode of Good Time Gal. I'm your host, Caitlin Peluffo. Thank you very much for tuning in. This week's guest is Leah Bonnema. She is one of my best friends. She's so fun, so nice, so funny, and she's great. She's a little shy about her past, but it's still very, very fun. I think you're really going to like this episode. You can follow her at Leah Bonnema, LeahBonnema, on Instagram and Twitter. And she has a new book out called The Holiday Breakdown. It's available on Amazon and Kindle. Buy the book. It's $4.99. Not a bad price. A steal, I would say. And again, I don't know if I said this before. I don't know why I'm saying again, but we have a Peluffo Christmas show that we're doing tomorrow, Thursday, December 17th, 8:30 p.m. on YouTube. It's on YouTube / Leah Bonnema. It's just on her channel. Jesus Christ. I've already started drinking wine. It's going to be a minute. But it's going to be so much fun. We're doing Christmas cookie decorating. We're making wreaths. We're going to talk to Katie Hannigan and Charles McBee, two very funny comedians, and it's free. Just register on Eventbrite to get the link. It's a Peluffo Christmas, Peluffonnema. We thought it was real cute to smash our names together, and then we realized it is one of the hardest things to spell on the planet. But whatever, we're here. Sound it out, people. We can do it. We all had public school education. It doesn't matter. The world's ending. Happy New Year. I'm just kidding. So tune into Peluffo Christmas. Watch our videos that we did last year. We did a countdown. It was a whole thing. We dressed up. We danced. We sang. It was very fun. If you like Christmas, I would definitely tune into that. And then lastly, follow the pod. Follow me, Good Time Gal Pod on Instagram. And I am at Caitlin Peluffo on Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to leave a nice review on iTunes, that would be tremendous. What a Christmas gift. But either way, thank you so much for tuning in. And please enjoy Leah Bonnema. And enjoy holiday stuff. I should have just ended. Oh, boy. Come on. There we go.
There it is.
You haven't watched the Kristen Stewart Christmas movie yet?
No, that's the one I haven't watched yet.
Oh, it's the best one.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm here with
It's
my
so good.
parents, and they are pressuring me with the follow-up ones, like the Christmas, the Princess Switch. There was a 2,
Yeah.
and then so they're like, we got to do the ones where it's the second one. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Princess Switch 2 was somehow worse than the first, which you would think 3 times the switcheroo, it would be better. Nope. But I also, there's something so joyous about listening to Vanessa Hudgens try and do a British accent. I mean, it'll make you feel so talented. You know what I mean?
That's so funny. I thought that's so funny. I was like, I think she's pretty good at this.
Oh my God. I'm just listening and I was like, you photograph so well, and that's your strong suit and good for you. But her doing a British accent and then having to do like 2 different British accents. I mean, do a bottle of wine and just watch that. Oh my God. You're just like, I can make it. I can make it. I might have to be a voiceover artist, but I can make it.
They make great money, voiceover artists.
Yeah? Have you dabbled?
Oh my God, I try to dabble, but it's like a very tight-knit community. It's hard to get into it because they're all, they know how to do it. They show up. I have the most embarrassing. So I gotta no longer, but I was working with a voiceover agent, and I got a call.
Mm-hmm.
And they, I would go in and read in the studio, and this one actually squarely falls on the shoulders of my significant other. They said it was written down. Nobody read it to me, so it said Giada. Now I know it said Giada, but it read like Guida, so I thought they gave it to me because I'm Italian. I was like, oh, this is because I'm Italian. And then so my boyfriend was like, Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, for sure. It's Guida, like Marissa Tomei in My Cousin Vinny. So I memorized, and it was really hard to do because the script did not fit that tone at all. But I was like, this is what it is. I'm going to, this whole thing, I'm going to give it all. I'm going to leave it on the table. I don't want to walk away and feel like I had more. So I get into that booth. I'm doing the hands. I'm my most Italian ever. I do the whole thing in this, like, My Cousin Vinny. I look up, because you're reading into the mic and you're looking at the music stand with the dialogue on it. I look through the window at the man who's doing it and he goes, "What do you think the directions said?"
Oh, no.
That's what he said to me. What do you think the directions said?
That's
yes.
Mean.
Yes. It's probably significantly less mean than what he could have said, because I think he really wanted to know. I really felt like he genuinely wanted to know where did this choice come from? So I was like, oh, I thought it was like an Italian, woman. Like, so I did Marissa Tomei's, and he was like, no, it's Giada. She's a chef on the baking channel. But I was like, my biological clock. It was just.
You just put down Giada from the baking channel, the cooking. You're like, I'm gonna get her. This is what she sounds like to me. She sounds like Italian trash.
Well, I was like, they must know I'm Italian trash, so that's why they gave it to me.
That's so funny. Oh my God! Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it, which I'm really shocked about. What do you think the directions said? And woo! I love the entertainment business.
I just love that you came in guns a-blazing. Like, I'm putting it all out there. This is what is gonna. This is it. If I don't get it with this, I don't know what's gonna do it. Then one word just really flips the whole thing for you.
I'm really proud of myself though that I went all in, because I have, held back before. It was the completely wrong circumstance, but Absolutely. At least I put it out there.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only way to land anything. Big swings, baby. You got to take a big swing. Well, Leah Bonnema, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you're here. This is thrilling. You're in a barn up in Maine at your parents' house. I am. Thrilling. Okay. It, crazy enough, looks like a barn up in Maine behind you. Oh, how you doing? You're doing good?
I'm good. I'm hanging out. I came in here to be a bouncer for my parents. I feel like they don't follow the rules for COVID as strictly as I do. So I came here to lay down the law.
Yeah.
My mom will be like, oh, that's just Mary from church. You know what I mean? People stop by with no masks. And I'm like, Mary from church would be the spreader of the plague of 2020. So she's not coming in the house.
Get the fuck out of here, Mary. All right? I don't care.
Stand outside.
If you're with Jesus, Jesus is standing outside. Okay? Get out of here.
I'll bring Jesus in, but he would wear a mask. That's the kind of guy he is.
He's a considerate man.
I know that my mom, because I ran into this other woman up the street, and she's like, your mom says you're really laying down the law. It's like, what?
You mean just being cautious. That's what I'm doing. Laying down the law.
I think it's because in New York, we had to be so strict.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. In New York, we just heard people dying for months. So we're like, hey, the constant sound of ambulance noises or ambulance sirens, I don't love that. So we're going to make sure that the one ambulance that's in Maine isn't overworked. Okay.
Yeah, just like I wear my mask when I walk around. People are like, you're outside. And I'm like, I don't care. Put it on.
No, I'm trying to make Ted's job easy. That's what you're doing. So you grew up in Maine. Yes.
I did. Yes.
I don't know if I told you, but we go through your early life. Is this okay if we talk about your growing up?
Oh man. Do we have to talk about my growing up? I'm in an emotional place.
You're an emotional, but basically it's just, do your parents drink? That's what it is.
No, I mean my mother doesn't drink at all.
No.
She's likes a tea and like a cookie.
Okay. That's her schnapps, huh?
No, they don't. My dad will have like a beer. They're not. Nobody's a partier in my family. If
No?
that was the question.
Mm-hmm. That is the question. I talked to one person and they were just like, yeah, my first drink of alcohol was like at 5. I first got drunk at 13 and it was all at Easter. Like,
no,
like,
my parents
okay.
didn't even let me have chocolate. They told me like carob was the real thing. And then when I found out, I was like, I have been lied to. So
why wouldn't they let you have chocolate?
Well, there was we didn't have like a lot of sugar. Nice mug. We didn't have
I did it on purpose.
I love it.
It's also my favorite mug. This is Leah Bonnema's mother's mug.
We didn't do processed foods. They didn't have sugar.
Mm-hmm.
My parents were like hippies.
Did they? So that was just put onto you. You're the only child, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of hopes and dreams wrapped up into you. That's a lot of pressure.
People are always like, only children are spoiled. I'm like, are we spoiled or are we responsible for everything? I guess it could go one of two ways. I got the second one.
Yeah, you got the second one.
I mean, I'm emotionally, I'm used to people, you know what I mean? I'm not like the child that, if I'm the only child, obviously, but I mean, like, I definitely feel like I'm responsible for everything.
Yeah. Did you have any cousins or anything?
Not
near
here. My parents moved up here in the 70s, so
it was
before
just
I was
you.
born, so I didn't know them.
Yeah. Dang. And did you go to a big school or a small school?
I went to a small school.
Okay, that was a very judgy eye roll.
No, it wasn't.
I should just assume that wherever bumfuck Maine has a small. Okay, you know what? Fine. I don't want to assume anything on this podcast.
No, I didn't want it. That didn't mean to be a judgy eye roll. That was supposed to be a fun face. But if
really?
Wrong, I'm so sorry.
Really? Because I was like, oh, Caitlin's a fucking moron. All right, just trying to be nice.
I was trying to make a fun face.
How big was your school?
There was 40 in my graduating class.
40
people.
Oh my, yeah, no. Not dogs or
I know, I'm not counting the dogs. If you want to count the farm animals, it was like 36. Now I still feel bad about the face. That was supposed to be a funny face. I was supposed to be like, Maine.
You can make any face you want at me and I will gobble it up. All right. After that chemical peel, you look good. Okay?
Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah. That face can do no wrong.
Woo! The only way to get anything done is to get a peel. So you have to stay in the house.
It's legit. I'm getting one in February, right before we are released to the world. So I'm coming out of this quarantine looking better than when I went in. All right. I'm taking years off my goddamn face. That's what I plan on doing. You have inspired me.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You really are glowing.
You look fantastic.
We really are very good at tangents. We just, I think you might be doing it on purpose, but we're still getting into it just a tad.
I'm going to skip over my entire childhood and teenage years.
Well, when did you start drinking? Since this is
I mean, I feel like I went on a school trip and I had never drank, you know what I mean? And people were drinking. So I remember this. I didn't have any concept of like how much what was out, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, like I could drink like a glass of water. I had no concept. Mm-hmm. And so like people were like buying liquor for people and I got a fifth of vodka.
It looks like water.
It looks like what? I mean, I had literally and I drank the whole freaking thing,
Oh my
Caitlin Peluffo. And I was
God.
sitting in the woods, as one does, and I stood up and I took one step, or maybe two, like one and then the other foot, and then I fell down. And then I don't remember the next 10 hours.
Oh no.
Apparently, I punched a friend in the face. I threw up on somebody, and then I got into a water fountain where I bathed myself. And then, we were like staying with other people's families. I woke up naked in this host family's home, these people we were staying with, and naked. And I came outside to go to breakfast, and they were all staring at me like you can imagine, I'm still embarrassed. If I have been spending the past however many years of my life making up for this, I go to people's homes. Can I help you with things? I'm sorry for this thing that I did as a teenager. They all stared at me like I was Satan's son. Apparently, like I just puked on myself. And then they had to wrestle my clothes off. This whole family. So it's like, can the whole family get this teenage drunkard and then like basically hose me down in the shower? I'm glad I don't remember it, Caitlin, because I don't want to have those memories. So then we had to get back on the school bus.
There's more?
Oh no, but I was like obviously still drunk. But at this point I'm mortified.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was in the back of the bus and I like just started puking. And then the teachers like looked back and I was like, I get motion sickness. I'm sending out apologies to anybody who's ever had to bathe and dress me. I was a teenager, for God's sake.
I mean, I feel like I did that when I was not a teenager. You're fine, okay? That was your first time? That is supposed to happen the first time you drink alcohol.
I mean, oh my God.
You did it away from your family. That's good. You implemented yourself on another family. Still safe. Still very safe.
Safe.
You also learned not your limits. You learned not to drink that much. And you then have a nice story to tell. So honestly, you did great, I would say. No negative feelings about this. The shame is gone. All right. You developed into a smart, independent woman who doesn't drink vodka anymore.
Yes, I do not drink vodka.
Can I ask how old you were? Was that like 16?
It was like 16, yeah.
Yeah, that seems about right. That's what you're supposed to do.
Maybe 15. Probably, let's say 16. That sounds much better.
I loved that you went into a fountain. Where were you?
We were on a school trip. I'm not going to say where because I feel like people will be implicated.
Oh, I see.
This is like small town stuff.
Oh, I see. So people are like, Mary's going to listen, right? And she's going to know.
Listen, and they're going to be like, oh, we know where she was.
Mary, that's why you stay outside, okay? Wear your mask. Get out of here, all right? I feel like I know where you got that judgy eye roll move from.
I was supposed to be funny, Judgy. I would never actually do that. You're the love of my life. Let me take it back.
No. It's more fun to make you relive it over and over again.
It feels so bad.
No, don't feel bad. Well, that's very fun. Did you go to college? Where'd you go to college?
I did. I went to college in Montreal.
Oh, wow. That must have been a fun time.
Party town.
Did you live in the dorms?
I lived in the dorm first year. Was sponsored by Molson Beer. I was 16 years old.
You 16 when you went to college?
Yeah, I skipped a grade.
Okay, Leah's smart. This is exciting. You're just stating stuff we already knew. But
I don't. Let's not make a big deal.
Oh my God, college at 16? That must have
well,
been
like
nuts.
I turned 17 in the first 3 months.
But still, living on your own at 16.
But it was like I went to McGill, and it's a city and they're like sink or swim. So it was like you could go out and stuff, but they don't give a shit if you show up to classes. You better show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how was that experience?
It was fun. I loved being in a city. We went
Yeah.
dancing. You know what I mean? It was great.
Yeah. Were you popular in college, even though you were so young? You make friends? I feel like you could make friends with a shoe.
I had great friends. I don't know. It's such a big school. It's a university that I don't know if there was even popular people.
Yeah. I just mean, were you likable?
I don't know. I have some great friends from college. They're still my friends. It's possible I forced myself on them.
Okay, let me tell you what's happening right now. I am trying to ask you as delicately as possible if you have any fun stories from college because I know what you don't want to talk about. So I'm going to put it in your court and have you tell me. I was like, Caitlin and I will
do your podcast, but we're going to tell everybody nothing about my life. I'm a very private person. I won't give details. I won't give dates.
Yeah, it's hard even to get ages out of you. So
I won't give ages. I won't give locations. We'll just say one time I drank a fifth of vodka. I was naked for 48 hours. A family tried to wrestle me. Let's skip to 10 years later.
Do you have any stories from college?
No, I feel like college was just college. Everybody had college.
Okay. All right. Well, that's that.
I mean, it was legal to, you know what I mean? We had I lived with my girlfriends. We had the bottles of wine around the room because we thought they were decoration.
Mm-hmm. That's very cute.
We were so cute. It was cute. We had potlucks. At some point I switched to martinis because I thought I was woo.
Yeah, that's very hard stuff. Martinis. Good for you.
I love a martini. I love a martini with a green olive. Shut up. Worked as a bartender at night.
Oh, yeah? That must have been fun.
Breakfast chef in the morning. I worked at a different place as a breakfast chef in the morning.
Jesus, that must have been tough. Did you drink on the job?
Not as a breakfast chef.
Oh, no, that's assumed.
Well, I think some people drink on the morning job. And then
well, yeah, so hair of the dog situation.
Yeah.
But I meant as a bartender.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember one time I got so drunk I got sent home.
Oh,
from
wow.
bartending. He was like, just leave. Bye, Keith. And he was absolutely right. I'm lucky I still had that job, but
well, you're probably fun.
I am very fun. And it was like my first week bartending, and I was so excited. And everybody was celebrating the fact that I finally moved up to bartender, and we were just doing a bunch of old overhold. And lights went out,
That's the night the lights went out in Georgia.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't great, or at least in Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
I don't know that song, but I know the other song. So.
Yeah, well, I sang it a few times. Yeah, I sang it often in my 20s. Ooh, it's a good song. It's a little long. Okay, so after McGill, what'd you do?
I moved to New York, and this was a funny story. It's maybe not funny when I repeat it. It sounds like I was having a breakdown, but I think it's funny. And
okay, great. Let's do it.
I thought of it because it really related to that Giada thing. When I first got to New York, I cater waitered, which I loved. You know what I mean? You just show up, you bartend weddings. You know what I mean? You have your dirty tuxedo that's made out of polyester. You know what I mean? You shove it in a bag, you show up, you do the job. And then I got hired to be in a murder mystery troupe.
Okay. Ooh.
And I was like, I'm doing theater in New York.
Technically, you are. So
yes, I was like, I'm on Broadway, baby. And again, it's all Italians. I won't say the name in case I could still be sued. And just showing you more, leaving out more details. And so, I would get sent to, I don't know if mystery theater. We would also travel with it.
Okay.
And I would get sent in early as if I was one of the guests.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't make it with the guests. So there was a lot of wine drinking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you get it. And also like you got to make friends with people you don't know. You know what I mean?
Are you being a character?
I'm a character, but people just think that's me.
Do you have a name? What was the name of your character?
You know, I think I said whatever I want. It was probably like a Tiffany Leguizamo. I don't remember who I was, but it was, you know, and a lot of tits, you know, a lot of hair, a lot of tits. And like one time this lady, I mean, we had wild times. One time this lady thought I was like flirting with her husband. This is actually dropped his wedding ring into my wine glass. And then the wife saw, even though I wasn't even talking to him. I wasn't like flirting or anything like that. Mm-hmm. The woman came over and like hit me in the head. This was always like a raucous, you had to like throw a few back to get through. It was always horrible, but I was like, I'm doing theater. And we would get hired to do weekends. One time we were in Poughkeepsie, which anybody who knows Poughkeepsie knows you better be drinking. And this happened in Poughkeepsie. This is not the story, but I just remembered this. And we know this is comics. So I would go in early with one other person and we wouldn't interact, and then the play would happen in the middle of it. And somebody from the audience jumped in and started strangling one of the actors and actually popped out one of his vertebrae.
Oh my God.
And then so me and the other girl who got there early took him to the hospital. We were in the hospital for the whole weekend. And the guy was like, I thought that it was like dinner theater and we played along. It was like, so you fucking strangle somebody?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
Crazy.
Anyway, that was a side note tangent.
That guy is a serial killer.
Guy, right?
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. That guy should be in jail. Is he in jail?
Probably. I guarantee you he's not wearing a mask. I'll tell you that much. That is not a man who's like, I wear a mask.
He doesn't seem very considerate.
He's not a considerate. I thought we strangled people. What are you talking about? But so anyway, about this time, I was having a personal crisis. It's when I started antidepressants.
Okay.
And the person who prescribed them was like, you should probably cut back drinking. It's not good for, and I was like, I'm no pussy. And I don't know what kind of fucking losers can't drink, but I can hold my shit. So I just started antidepressants. We're at this fake, I'm going to deny this even though it's on a podcast. We go to this like fancy steakhouse in Manhattan. Mm-hmm. So this is not an away gig. It's like a big deal. I get there early. I got my hair teased. I got my outfit on. Mm-hmm. I go in, I sit at a table. I'm having my breadsticks. I'm drinking my wine. And then there's nothing for 3 hours, like literally nothing. It's just totally gone. And I'm sitting in the kitchen. My character gets stabbed in the back halfway through, and I run through and I fall on somebody and I die. And then the detective guy has to come pick me up, throw me over his back. He usually made a very horrible joke about something about being heavy and carried me out. But I had to get this. I was also a size 6 at the time. So
I hope he dies.
Right. I had to get this knife on me that like went through me. So at some point I had to like go to the bathroom and like put this contraption on, you know what I mean? Uh-huh. So I'm just sitting in the kitchen a couple hours later, and then I would like pop a capsule in my mouth. So there would be like blood. There's no capsule. I don't know. And I'm just sitting there, and everybody's just sitting in the kitchen, and I don't know how to be like, hey, did we lose time? Because I was just outside, and I wasn't like, now as a comic, I'll tell anybody about antidepressants, but I wasn't talking to people about, hey, I just started, maybe I was wrong. I guess I shouldn't have been drinking on them. I was just like trying to figure out if I actually got stabbed and did I just like leave? I had no idea what happened. I was like, did I pop a capsule? The real mystery is what I did. But I never got invited back again. So I guess we can assume.
You never found out?
I never found out.
Oh my
I was too
God.
embarrassed.
What? You got to find out.
I wasn't friends with anybody in the cast. If it was you, I would have been like, oh my God, what just happened? But I didn't know these people that well. It was like an awkward.
Oh my God.
I still don't know.
I bet you could find out, like, if you Googled someone on Facebook. I Googled someone on Facebook. I just sounded like my mother who doesn't understand the internet. If I Google someone on Facebook, I bet you could just look up someone on Facebook. If you remember their name, ask them politely. Say that you're trying to.
I don't want to know, Caitlin.
Oh, but I want to know, Leah.
I don't want to know.
Think about the joke you could make.
I don't want to make a joke.
Think about the bit. Think about the short story. Think about the play. Oh my God, you could write a whole play on Actors Theater. I think it's worth looking into. If you want, give me a name. I'll ask.
You think I can remember a name? Oh my God.
Oh God.
And all that is to say that I quit drinking.
Did they ever tell you, like, when you were sitting in the kitchen with the rest of the cast, were they mean to you?
No, it was like this weird staring
at you.
Everybody was just like staring. And I felt completely fine. It was just like time got lost.
Oh no, you time traveled.
Yeah, I just was like, how did I get in here? So I was like, I'm sure everything was fine. It's just, you probably just went through all the motions. You've done it so many times.
Mm-hmm. And then not so much, I'm assuming. Was there any blood?
No, but I was like, I probably washed it off. I'm such a considerate capsule biter.
I think if anything, you just died early. I think that's what happened. You probably just, boom. And they're like, who killed Leah early? Oh, this isn't how it's supposed to go. She's not even stabbed yet. Oh God, that's nice. You know, I love a good blackout story. It's like a internal whodunit, you know?
It's exactly what it is. I love the whole idea that I thought that like drinking and antidepressants didn't apply to me.
I don't think it does. I think you're special. I think maybe you're special in that you're the one reason why they're like, you probably shouldn't drink. Because 1 out of 100 people black out in time travel.
And there she is.
And there she is. You are special. You are special. Oh, is that when you decided not to drink?
I think that was the first, like, that's why I stopped drinking around any work-related things.
Yeah, that's smart.
And then
I'm laughing to let people know that the podcast did not stop.
I mean, I think that's when I was like, okay, this seems, I didn't want to ever feel like that again, you know, like with a work thing.
Oh,
I mean, that was my Broadway debut, Caitlin. Here I was.
You'll be on Broadway, girl. You will, I believe. Okay.
And then I'm really an all or nothing person. So I either just have to like just cut it out or I'm not going to do a glass of wine. You know what I mean? It's just not my thing.
No, you're going to drink all the wine or no wine.
None of the wine. So that is where we are at. Yeah. None of the wine.
None of the wine. Doesn't sound like you need it. You've got pep in your step. You're living your life. You feel good?
I know how to make cookie dough and eat it. I'm great.
And it sounds like your current mate, Dustin Chafin, after talking to him, probably good that he doesn't drink either. You guys are very good sober people together.
Yeah, we're good sober couple.
Great sober couple.
I got sober before we started dating. So I would have like a glass at a wedding or whatever, but I'd already cut it out of my life.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like that's. I mean, not that.
It just
I'm really
was a
gonna
lot
eat
of
my words here. It's just.
it's a lot of chaos. We would
Yes.
have a lot. I was a lot of chaos. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah, but that's fun too. Everybody likes
Oh,
a
it's
little
really
chaos.
fun. It's really fun. But at a certain point, I'm like, I just want to be productive. I'm
Yeah.
cutting it out.
I know, right? I'll look at my board and I keep track of my sober days, and if I find that there's not enough, I'm like, that's why I'm not getting anything done. I am having too much fun. I really got to cool it on the fun. I got to cool my jets.
We
But
do like some hardcore partying. Like we'll be like, are we gonna get Cadbury eggs with the crispy shell and watch like 3 Mandalorians in a row? That's how we go. That's how we go hard.
that's good. I love Cadbury eggs, I think. That's
They're
the
so
one
good. Oh my
with
god.
the cream in the center. I like the one with the caramel in the center.
Well, the cream center ones are a version of. They also have one that's like a full hard chocolate with a crusty out, not crusty like dirty butt,
Yeah, that
but
sounds
like
upsetting.
crispy,
A dirty
crispy.
butt? That's
Yeah,
what you think of with crusty? A dirty butt. What asses are you looking at, Leah? What the hell is wrong with Dustin? What's happening?
Oh, he has a very clean butt. I feel like we should take his name out of this entirely. But he does.
Oh,
have a
he
very clean
dropped
butt.
your name quite a few times in his
Did he
podcast.
drop my name?
He did. He loves you so fucking much.
He's a very good man.
Mm-hmm. You have a joke about his clean butt, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great joke.
I haven't used it because I have been home, and that was like such a. But he's a very clean man. He's clean in general. He's clean. Not. I don't have a dirty butt either. I feel like people on the playground said crusty butt. I don't know where that came from.
Let's get into it. Who's got the cleaner butt, you or Dustin?
Well, we both are very clean physically. Physically on our person.
I did not expect you to answer that honestly.
No, well, I'm giving some things I'll leave out details, but it's still honest. We're both very clean. He's the cleaner. Physically, we're both very clean. He's cleaner, like stuff wise. I'm not a good house person.
Not a good house person.
Like, I don't know why I can't just drop stuff and leave it out. And
oh yeah.
He's better than me.
Well, yeah. I would say with me and Steve, I'm the better of keeping things organized. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell, like, right down the middle of the bed, it's his side and my side, and his is, like, chaos. And then mine is just face creams. It's like 17 face creams. Oh, boy, we all have our thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Leah, this is the time. All right. This is the time. I ask 2 questions. Okay. First, what is the dumbest thing you've ever done with alcohol?
Oh.
Again, laughing because the podcast didn't end. It's not broken. Don't
Sorry,
check
I didn't
your
know I wouldn't.
machine. It's still working.
I never drove. I'm really proud of that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Maine, that's got to be terrifying. So many trees.
Yeah, I never drove. I would too worry. I feel too responsible for other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get that about you.
I mean, I think I feel like I'm pretty embarrassed about those 2 things that I told you. I feel like they're up. I feel like I mortified myself in front of people.
Did you ever drink in a foreign country?
Oh yeah,
Why do I remember that?
Yeah. Well, I went to college in Canada. I traveled abroad. Oh, I absolutely was the pinnacle of the dumb American. Mortifying.
What country?
I lived in Hungary for a while. I went to school in Hungary.
Oh my God.
I met the most wonderful people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
I got along with people by translating Faith No More and Red Hot Chili Pepper lyrics. I don't know how they drank. The main drink there was called Chigafrutch, which frutch is like coming, like that verb.
What? Like an orgasm?
No, on a man, like ejaculate.
Ejaculate.
Chiga is a snail, so it's like snail.
Oh, slow cum.
I know
Gross.
bad. No, and then or that's what I remember. It's quite possible somebody just told me that and I believed it. And But they drank white wine and soda or red wine and Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's gross.
That was called a Borscht Kolat. And I had never drank that. And I was like discussing it. And halfway through it, you're like, this is fantastic. I'll drink this for the rest of my life. And Unicum is like a licorice.
It's when you only ejaculate once. Unicum.
And the what's that? The flyer or the sticker on the bottle of Unicum is a dead man's face floating in the ocean. If that gives you any idea how strong it is.
I gotta get some Unicum. That sounds.
It's very licoricey. It's like a.
It's like Jaeger.
Yeah, it's like a dark liquor.
Ugh.
I feel like we just did it in shooters. I don't remember it being mixed in. You know, it's just sort of like a let's grow some chest hair, throw these back, and then go back to a wine and cola.
That's beautiful. You got to mix it up. Keep it.
You know, I'm just out there keeping Americans' names in the, you know, just like people say we are.
Yeah, we got to enforce the stereotype. We got to make sure.
I'm so mortified. I just want to write thank you apology notes to everybody to be like, I you know, but I do love people. I hope that everybody was like, she's fun. She just.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. It's like, she's fine. She's a little out of control, but she's fun. She's fun. She's having a good time and she's not hurting anybody. Why not? She's only hurting herself. That's usually me. You're doing great. Okay. And now the second question is, with this, is there any story that we did not get to that you would like to share?
No, I'm good.
I had a feeling. I was like, should I even bring up the second question? I had to pry everything else out of you.
And I'm like, I never admit to even having drinking when I was younger.
Did your parents know that you drank?
No, we don't talk about it. What are you talking about?
You don't talk about it at all? Not even now?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, enjoy the Princess Switch.
But I mean, there's nothing to talk. It's literally been 15 years.
Yeah, that's true. They're not even a little bit curious?
What would they be curious about? What do I have to talk about with them about it?
I guess. I don't know. My mom asks me all the time, like, now she's like, when did you first get fingered? Like, she wants to know.
No, we do not talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. We have very different relationships.
Oh, yeah. Louise has got to know. She needs to know facts. The last time I was talking, she was like, how old were you when you lost your virginity? And I was like,
no!
I was like, which time? To the girl or to the boy?
We are living different lives.
Yeah. My family's from San Francisco. You know, they gotta know.
We are New England Puritanism. We don't talk about it.
Oh, Leah. Well, where can people find you, Leah? What are you going to promote?
We are going to promote Caitlin Peluffo. My gosh dang Christmas book.
We sure are. Tell them about it, girl.
Because I am a sober woman who only has the joy of Christmas.
Oh, my God.
That is not a COVID cough. I've been tested multiple times. My parents have wood heat. It's drying out my shit.
What is the name of this Christmas book?
It is called The Holiday Breakdown.
Okay.
And it's because her car breaks down and she has a mental breakdown.
Oh, that's good.
And it's very much like a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it during lockdown because I didn't know how to deal with the panic and anxiety and being out of work, and I didn't know what to do. Mm-hmm. So I love Christmas movies. It's my happy place. So I was like, we're just going to write one of our own.
That's
so it's
great.
a labor of love.
Perfect.
I put it up on Amazon. I self-published it. So you can go to Amazon.com, put in The Holiday Breakdown. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free. Mm-hmm. And if you don't, you can buy it for $4.99 and it will download onto your phone, iPad, or computer.
That sounds perfect. That sounds very easy. And it sounds very cheap. And so it's like, a palm full of fun.
It's
Get
just,
it? Because it's on your
I
iPad.
love it. To pie 'em. Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. God bless you.
And if you want to leave a nice review, that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
More reviews it has, the more it gets seen, and it's
Yeah.
was like
beautiful.
my joyous place of solace. So I appreciate the support.
Perfect.
And then the other thing I'd like to promote is that I'm doing an event with you, Caitlin Peluffo,
Yes.
also Christmas related.
Yes, we're doing a Peluffo Christmas, everybody, on December 17th, which will be tomorrow. That will be tomorrow. Thursday the 17th, 8:30 p.m. on YouTube. Go to Leah Bonnema's page, YouTube.com/Leah Bonnema. And we're going live. We're doing an hour of Christmas fun. We are doing Christmas cookie decorating. We're making wreaths. We're making a cocktail. Leah's going to have a virgin one. Extra vodka for Leah, I say. And then we're going to have a countdown for the best Christmas movies. And then we're also going to count down the top Christmas studs. I mean, we're going to have pictures. It sounds like we're having pictures of the studs.
It's a really hard, it was a hard call because there's so many.
There's so many, but you're probably going to see some abs and Christmas hats. I think that's what you want. Merry Christmas to us. Give a little spank bank love,
I just rewatched A Bad Mom's Christmas. Woo!
Oh, I got to watch that tonight.
You really got to watch it.
Okay.
Oh my God. Also, like if you're at home and you were like, oh, I miss getting together, going to like a holiday fair with my friends, or, bake, have your cookies ready. We're going to decorate together. Get stuff to make a wreath. We're going to make a wreath together.
Yes. It's going to be very fun, very exciting. And it's at 8:30 tomorrow, Thursday, which is tomorrow, the 17th. I keep having to remind myself this comes out on Wednesday. I'm just, a professional. Okay. Anyway, Leah, give them your handle. Oh, my God. Jesus
Bruno!
Christ.
Oh, my God. I'm so embarrassed.
At least it wasn't a nasty look. There it is again. Oh, my God. She's got it down to a T.
At Leah Bonnema. This is T, at Leah Bonnema. A lot of puns in my Christmas book, by the way.
That's good.
Because all the Hallmark movies, all guys are always making puns. That's how you know he's the dude. And at Leah Bonnema, LeahBonnema.
Do it.
That's my handle. And the book is The Holiday Breakdown. Get it on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. And we have a Peluffo Christmas. And if you miss it on the 17th, you're busy, you got to work, whatever. It's going to be up there for a long time. It's going to stay up there, so you can go back and watch it, and then make your cookies and make your wreaths still. You know what I mean?
And then send us a picture of your wreaths and your cookies.
Yes, we want to see that. We're going to post the shit out of it. We're so excited. We love Christmas so much.
We love Christmas. Last year, we did a web series called The Peluffo Christmas, and we did the top 12 movies of Christmas countdown, and you can check those videos out on our Instagrams and our YouTubes.
Yeah, it's very good. We dress up. There's dancing. There's singing. And there is a lot of passionate talk, more passionate talk than you would expect about the Santa Claus. But we get into it, all right? It's very good. We have a good time. You're going to love it.
I rewatched, it was on TV last night, and I was thinking about our thing because didn't we bring up that it's sort of very upsetting that it starts off with the death of Santa, and it's just like people we just move on from there.
We just gloss
over. They're not even like upset up at the North Pole. They're like, oh, we got a new guy. How long was he there for? You guys don't care at all.
Yeah, no. There wasn't even a funeral, not a half staff flag, like nothing. No one gave a shit at the North Pole. They were like, all right, well, let's get this guy acquainted.
It's so upsetting when you go back and look at it.
Yeah, it's all upsetting. Nothing is great. I'm joking. Everything's great. We have to end this podcast. Leah, thank you so much for doing this podcast. You're a dream.
You're a dream, Caitlin.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Your secrets will die with me.
My secrets remain locked in here in my brain, along with details and locations. Because I'm still afraid of getting arrested for things I did in the past. What's the statute of limitations? I don't know. I
So
don't know.
we're going to have to do a little research and then we'll have you back on the pod. How does that sound? All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for having
Adios.
me.
Didn't do her a good time, girl. Didn't do her a good time, girl. Didn't, she's a good time.